Hello people, I am Sky Demolisher and welcome back for another From the Collection Fridays, a series where I take things from my collection and show it to you, my viewers. And this week it is my Titans Return PowerMaster Optimus Prime. Now I think I might have got this off an old TFNZ friend stick, but if it wasn't stick I think it was another member. I'm pretty sure it was somebody from TFNZ that I got it from. Now, from vague memory, I think that this was like a remold or reuse of the Ultra Magnus mold from Combiner Wars. Like it was Magnus, and I'm pretty sure it was the Combiner Wars Magnus that Combiner Wars was what Magnus was from, I should say. Fumbling my words here. So this sort of fixed some of the issues with that mold, particularly when it came to holding the weapons and stuff. He's got articulation at his head, even though it's a little weird. There's not really up or down movement, it's like tiny movement, but it's not very much. Because it's got a Titan Master in it, so like it's basically a Headmaster instead of being a Power Master like the original one was. He comes with the two side parts, guns, and then like the same black guns that Magnus had. So one that's sort of Gatling gun looking, and one that's kind of Optimus Prime / Ultra Magnus looking. But yeah, shoulder articulation, he's got that kind of rotation, can rotate that all the way to the back if he wants, and like 90-degree elbow. So on Magnus, basically because Magnus didn't have this sort of panel thing at the back of the arm, there was nothing for the guns to sort of nest into, so they just constantly drop out, and the guns can be taken out of his hands and then combined into like one giant long gun. I don't think it has the ability to hammer so much. Like you could use these side bits to do the hammer piece, but they won't. So yeah, elbow articulation, his fingers do have a bit of movement. I can see that my camera has now gone to red battery. There is a like 90-degree knee, and there is a little bit of foot articulation, but not very much. If I yank it out quickly, basically the head inside, or the Titan Master, is like an Orion Pax face. It folds out to apex. It looks like that. So yeah, there is a base mode. I won't do the base mode, but basically, like, if I can do it, the truck mode is not too difficult to do. Now, on my one, I do have an issue where the panel here isn't quite lined up properly with that leg, so it didn't, it didn't do its thing. But basically, you sort of take that whole panel thing and you turn it like, alternate way. Do that with both legs, so it will unclip, and you got to sort of spin this out to get it there. Unclip this part at the front, and then there is a slight hinge hole here, so you'll need to get those out, and then I think, if I'm right, it lines up that way, sort of thing. And then you've got this part of the chest comes down, that part of the chest goes up, and sort of, so you got your truck bit there. You might want to split the front. Like Magnus has that chest split thing. You shove I won't shove the Headmaster back in, and there's a little flap here that comes out, so that gives you like the front of the truck, and then the truck part will spin that way and come down. the arms come out of this part and they'll fold over. I know that this is like one gigantic mess of a thing at the moment, and you got to bring the legs up this way and they'll sort of line up, so you can plug them together here, and then that internal chest piece is going to have a bit that it lines up to and stuff. Even like the feet click together down here, and that so I'll just fold that all back. Lovely technical difficulties. The battery did run out, so I can't remember exactly where we were with this, so we'll just undo the arms again so you can see that that whole bottom part has lined up, sort of thing. And then you fold your arms in this way. You got little panels at the back here. They will come out and they line up into the back of the trailer up here. And you can, like, you know, do the side bits. The side bits are probably easier for some, you know, to do one way rather than the other, and that you just got to click them in. And I believe this connection will work on Fortress Maximus, but it is that sort of dumb thing where, like, they made these ones to have a base mode that connected to like Fortress Maximus, and then later on they did the, you know, like the MicroMaster stuff, and they don't connect the same way. And then, you know, you got your little ramp down the back there. You could technically shove something in there, I think. There's bound to be small transformers that fit, and then they can clamp into this back bit here. And it basically, push the feet back in that way. You got your underside, and the truck you would have, you know, pulled out so that it gives you the articulation. But you can have it slid back like that, so it's all, you know, solid. And it is a solid connection, you know, once it's in there. I don't know why. I guess it's because of the transformation. Alright. It will come out. It's just, it can be temperamental, so you want to have it out like that. Your grey guns go on the sides. The grey guns do actually work to have like a Titan Master in them, so, you know, like, not that he's meant to be there, but you can have him there if you want, or other Titan Masters, and then the gun you just pull apart. And, you know, you'll have to be careful, because once the panels start getting pressure on them, they start falling down. But yeah, and then you just attach the guns to the top. Of course, you know, put your Titan Master probably in the head part at the front of the, you know, at the front of him. I think that's always the easiest. He doesn't have a seat. You know, like Ultra Magnus actually had a seat. Sorry, got to go up that way, doesn't it? Yeah, and then you want to sort of just get the head in there. I think I might have this the wrong way around. To get his head back in, so that's sort of unfortunate. Because, you know, once he's in a certain way, he just is a very temperamental sort of thing. I might have to yank it out again. But yeah, you should be able to have the head in there, and then it just goes into that part. Make sure that this part is up, and then you just close that part first with the flap and put the flap down, and then that bit there, and you've got your Optimus Prime. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. I know it's a bit of a mess. Hopefully the edit for it won't be too bad. And I will say that I've had issues with the memory card, so there may be no From the Collection Fridays for a limited time while I figure out where to get a new memory card from, and scratch together the money to buy one. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, and until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.